Yes, I call myself Shaggy P, and yes, it's that bad. Oh, I know what it sounds like. And if you know anything about me, I speak the truth. But what I want to talk about is artistic integrity, because I ended my last video, and I really need to get better at linking these together, but I ended my last video linking them together with the related so that you can easily doom scroll through my work by just clicking on the related and it just taking you backward through my material. But I'm not on a PC. That's really tedious to do on the phone, and by the time I get this title typed in, I'm done with all of that shit. So what I need is to generate enough revenue and tips that I can pay an editor, or I can have, what are those called? A moderator. I can pay someone to do that shit for me. Someone I trust. And the only way you generate that kind of trust is over time, which means multiple months of subscribing to my Patreon, which is just something that's not going to happen before the winter is over. And so I'm super not worried about it. Just don't care. I want to talk about artistic integrity, and that's the point, is like I don't even care about my artistic integrity at this point. Not about generating a revenue, about generating a community around my unique genius. And now see, I've been reading 14th century and earlier literature, and so I know what that word genius means, and you do not. So I use it in an antique sense, and now that leaves you to go, well, what did you mean? And that brings me back to the first video I did this morning, because that's really what I want to talk about. Artistic integrity is that you don't ask questions. So the integrity of my art is doing things that make you ask questions. Well, why are you doing it in that way? But you don't. And so, like, if it takes compromising my integrity, right? Which is what Job's wife said to him: compromise your integrity and move the fuck on. We've got another half of our lives to live. Well, I kept talking about it in the journals, like, is this what I want the next 40 years of my life to be like, begging for people to come around and listen to me? No. So what will work? Is it music? Is it because it's not reading old books. It's not reading old books, and it's not caring about the contents of old books. Like I'm finishing up Christine de Pizan's the book of the City of Ladies, and there's not a single adult female that's going to come across my channel that has also read that and is interested in what I'm going to say. There's not a single adult female that's going to come across my channel. There's not likely to be a single female who comes across my channel who's ever heard of that book. And it's not my job to educate you. Not for free. I love these books, but I don't love you that way. I'm not God. You got to understand. Only God so loves us that he could give his only begotten son. And my only begotten, because I don't have children, my children are my work. My legacy is my work. And I don't have to sacrifice that to you. Only God does.